Unwashed pillowcases have 17,000 times more bacteria than toilets. That's crazy. But when you think about it, that's probably, I mean, look, we're going to get into the article and we're going to see what they say about this. But that's insane. When you really think about it, uh, you can't really deny it. That's probably the case. We're not even going to get too much into it, but the pillowcases, you could tell you got saliva, you got shit from your hair. They get in the pillowcase. Girls, y'all got all this fucking makeup on and shit. And all of that shit, yeah, you got to wash them pillowcases. All right, let's hit this report. Researchers at AmeriSleep and dermatologists have discovered that your pillow might look pristine, yet an unwashed case can harbor around 3 million bacteria in just 7 days. About 17,000 the germ times, about 17,000 times the germ count of the average toilet seat. Those microbes mix with nearly 50 million dead skin cells you share each day, plus sweat, oils, and cosmetics, creating the ideal buffet for dust mites to feast and multiply. Lab tests show pathogens can survive for days on common bedding fabrics, turning an unwashed pillowcase into a quiet reservoir for bacteria. Dermatologists and sleep experts advise swapping pillowcases every 2 to 3 nights and washing sheets weekly. So that's a lot of information on that. That's something I got to keep in mind as well. But I try to keep stuff like that in mind to an extent. I didn't know it was that critical myself either, I must admit. See, when I do a lot of this shit here, I'm learning with people. I'm learning with y'all. Like, we're learning together in real time. I don't claim to know all of this shit I be even, you know what I'm saying, going over. But this is information, this is news to me as well. Because that's crazy when you think about that. Imagine during COVID, motherfuckers having COVID, and you laying on the pillow, you coughing, sneezing, you ain't washing your pillowcase. Yo, that could lead to some shit, man. And imagine people coming to your house, you got a mask on, but you been coughing and sneezing on all your pillowcases and couches and shit like that. And that's why you couldn't even go to somebody's house. That's why, like, you had to quarantine during COVID, bro. You couldn't even, that's why they said everybody stay home, because you go somewhere and motherfuckers not washing their stuff. They're not really taking care of their hygiene personally or with their shit, their furniture or whatever, appliances, whatever. You go to somebody's house, even though they might have COVID, you keep your distance. They done been coughing and sneezing on shit, most likely, not cleaning it, washing it, etc., etc. Motherfuckers been going to the store, coughing, sneezing. You know when motherfuckers go to the store, they're not gonna, you know you can't count on everybody to not be nasty. Everybody don't cover their mouth when they sneeze or cough. Everybody don't do that. In fact, hardly nobody does it. So that's why they said it had to be a lockdown, because you can't trust motherfuckers to just simply do some simple stuff. If you coughing and you sick, cover your mouth. Shit like that would have minimized the spread of COVID. If you know you're sick, if you know you had COVID, why are you still going out coughing, not covering your mouth, coughing on shit on purpose? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's just the article on that. That's the receipts on that.